Hey guys, back out on Port Phillip Bay. Weather's not too bad today. The sun's just peeking out. Typical Melbourne day, probably going to be raining in a few hours. But I'm just going to chase some squid this morning on the jet ski and then jump in for a dive for some scallops. And then I reckon I'll head home and cook up something a little bit fancy, I think. Looking forward to it, so let's go.
Caught behind Venetian blinds, out of reach for the city lights. This ain't where I belong. Hey, look at me, man, what I become. I've been running east, looking for a sunset, digging deep.
Oh, I've dropped him. I'm drifting with two rods. Both of them just went off. And I've dropped them. But they'll come back for sure. Straight on, like, oh, here we go. Yep, we're on. Oh, how good's that? Literally hadn't even set up the camera. And here we go. One squid on. I reckon the other rod's gonna go off any minute too. Not a big one, but he is definitely big enough for dinner at least. Oh, wow. That was really stupid. Wow. That was really stupid. Oh well, it's we've got one and I'm covered in ink. The good thing is he's not much of a squid. He's only a small one, but absolutely perfect size for stuffing tonight, I reckon. And he's pulling. Oh, that is a squid. That is a good squid, I think. Wow. Oh yeah, this is a really good squid. All right. Oh, he's going again. I'm gonna have to find a better way of reaching these things because it's hard to do on the jet ski. And I keep getting inked. But we keep getting squid as well, so who cares? He is a much better calamari, that one. He's gonna be good. Oh, is that on? That is on. Oh, yeah, well, I'm on again here. Oh, just got off. Oh, man. Yep, it's on. All right, yep, straight away. How good's that? This spot is on fire at the moment. Well, I did manage to stop most of the ink. There's another beautiful squid ready for the frying pan later. Look at him changing colours like that, how cool. Oh yeah, there he goes back again. That's really cool, isn't it? Oh, yeah, that one's on. All right, Whitey's finally got himself one. Took him a while. All right, nice. All right, well, either way, there's another one. You beauty. Yoo-hoo. Just trying to swim in my hands. Not gonna work, mate. All right, nice. There's another one. That easy, huh? And guess what? No ink on the ski this time. Perfect. Well, I think I'm gonna pack up on the squid now. I've got about half a dozen or so in the esky, I believe, and the wind's starting to pick up. It's getting a little bit gloomy, so I think it's time to go for a bit of a dive now. Gonna go try to get some scallops to add to the dinner, and yeah, go home and cook up. So I'll see you underwater. Oh, all right, let's go one more, I reckon. Just bringing the jig in. Last one for the day, this one is. Why not? All right, it's time for a scallop. Let's go.
Close your eyes, hear the voice within, calling. This heavy load got under your skin, hauling. You got the white knuckles holding on it tight, keeping your feelings bottled up inside. Heading for collision in the night. To really live, you gotta die. Breathe in, breathe out. Hey, come alive. Breathe in, breathe out. Look at the colors, colors, colors. Right. Moments pass, make this one count. Untie. You're so good at dragging yourself down. Why? Well, there ain't much time left to figure things out. Deep underneath all this.
All right, not a bad little drift. First drift, we got probably about half as many as I'm after, so go do one more drift. Woo.
Hey, come alive. Breathe in, breathe out. Look at the colors, colors, colors around. You got the white knuckles holding on it tight, keeping your feels bottled up inside. Heading for collision in the night. To really live, you gotta die.
Good size one to finish off. I think that makes probably close to 20, so that'll do. Woohoo! Go home and cook up. All right, that was a good little scallop mission. I don't know how many I got. I think probably close to 20, but probably didn't even want that much. I was just having fun. So it's actually time now. We got some good ones. Time to shuck them. I'm going to do it out here because it's just easy to dump the shells while you're out here and wash them in the fresh salty water. So I just get my knife and go straight down the side, and then I just go right across the top, and I find that just cuts it off. And then from there I just break the top of this bit of the shell off, and then you're out with that. Then I start to get some of the guts out, but don't bother with all of them. That's a nice road up one, that one. So then from there, I just go around the bottom of the shell with the knife again, and it just breaks it off. And then you just want to basically try to separate the roe and the scallop from the rest of it. There's just a little bit of gut still on the side here. Time to get rid of that. And then, oh, here's the birds, great. You're just left with this nice bit of roe and a scallop. And wash that off. And that, oh, a couple more bits of guts on there, it won't hurt you. That is beautiful Victorian sea scallop. That is going to be delicious. Yeah, here's another one with nice roe in her. You can tell just by the colour, look at that. We're basically just going to make a burnt chilli and bacon butter, and then we're just going to cook the scallops in it. Something super simple, but we're going to have to start off with some chilli. So head out to the garden and get ourselves some chilli first. The day's actually turned out quite nice. Sun's back out. It was raining earlier. Look at this. Oh, hey mate, you want to say hi, do you? All right, look at all these chilies. We got plenty. So what I might do is just go one red, I think, and I'll do one nice big green one. All right, so you can hear that bacon sizzling and the chilies in the background. They're going. I'm just going to put in, oh look, a fairly generous amount of garlic, maybe even a little bit more. Too much garlic never really hurt anyone, did it? I'm gonna just chop up some spring onion as well, just fairly fine, but it doesn't really matter because it's going in the mincer in the blender anyway. We want to get everything well done because it's going to be getting grinded up into a soft butter, the whole thing. We want it quite well done. If it's soft, it won't really grind up, so we'll check back on that in a minute. All right, they are all done. So now it's fairly simple. Just cut the tops off the chilies. We don't really want that. We just want to chop them up, sort of, again, fairly fine, but not much. Just enough to help the food processor dice them up, because we want that to be super fine once it goes through there. So we just get our chilies all in there. The bacon is, as you can tell, fairly well done. And do the same thing, just chop that up nice and fine to help it in. All right, and there you have it. Nice and grinded up, blended up. Beautiful. Just want to make sure you don't have too many big chunky bits in there, but that's perfect. We're going to just put a dollop of that butter in the bottom of each of the shells. That'll just give the scallops something to sit on and add some flavour at the end of the cook. Then what we're going to do is we're going to come over here and I'm just going to throw them straight on the barbecue like that. And then I'll just heat those shells up so that they just sort of start to melt that butter. Want this pan nice and hot for this part. Scallops don't take long to cook, so they just want to be flash fried pretty well each side. So we're just going to throw them on like that, probably 2 per pan, 2 per shell, sorry, something like that. Alright, so they're about half cooked now. You can see they're still quite pink in the middle, which is perfect. These shells are starting to heat up, so what I'm going to do is just go ahead and start putting a couple of them each into these shells. Close the lid. Alright, so that should do us. Oh, wow. Actually, I've got to show you this. Absolutely looks delicious. Have a look at that. Just marinating in that garlic butter. Doing the final bit of cooking in there, which just is absolutely perfect. So they're going to be so tender, so full of that burnt chili, garlic, butter flavour. This is going to be nice. So that's the final product, guys. Burnt chili and bacon, garlic butter, scallops. Freshly caught this morning. Let's give it a go. Probably pretty hot still. Oh, wow. Yeah, they are really good. So soft, so tender. Whew, full of flavour. All right, well that was delicious. Really enjoyed those scallops. And full disclosure, I was washing up and absolutely soaked myself in water, so I've got a new shirt on now. Change of colour, but time for the main course, stuffed squid. I'll run you through what I've got going on. So the flavour at the end of it, I've got soy sauce, hoisin, a bit of hot sauce, olive oil, vinegar, and some sesame oil. That'll kind of go in at the end. I didn't show you guys, but I put some squashed kiwi fruit and some almond milk in with this squid, and it's sort of been sitting there marinating. I find that really helps with just tenderising the squid and not making it chewy. Then what we've got is a bunch of stuff to make the filling. So we've got prawns, sage, parsley, mushroom, spring onion, and pancetta. And then I've got some rice cooking at the moment, and I've got a bit of a rub that I'll be putting on the outside of the squid. So if you are interested in what I put in the rub, that's what I throw in there. But yeah, let's start stuffing squid. Got it ready to go, and now we're going to come and we're going to head onto the pan. I've got the pan going nice and hot, and we're just going to start throwing some ingredients in. So I've got plenty of oil in there. I'm going to start off with the mushrooms and the spring onion. Just sort of get them going, just to start browning them off, release that flavour out of them. And then in a minute we'll go in with the pancetta and the prawns. All right, in with a bit of garlic, in with the herbs, and myself, I would go some more olive oil now, just to keep the juices flowing. You can hear that really starting to fire up, and we should be able to turn that down now and just sort of let it simmer and cook away for a minute, just to make sure everything's nice and juicy. That's starting to look really good. Have a look at that. All right, that's starting to look good. I've added some rice into there, as you can see, and just starting to mix it all up, and then we're just going to add a bit of flavour to that now. So we'll start off with a decent dash of soy sauce. I'm not a big one for measuring things. You might want to. I couldn't tell you the measurements. I just go by taste. A little bit less vinegar. I'm going to throw some sesame oil in there because I just love the flavour of it. Some hoisin. Not getting much of this out. I think that's nearly empty. And I am going to finish it off with a little bit of hot sauce because I would have done chili paste, but I don't have chili paste. So I'm just going to go some hot sauce today. So basically from here it's just open the squid up and just stuff the rice in. Nothing really more. And then from there it's just getting this dry rub. Whoa, that's a bit much. Getting this rub on the outside. Just want to sort of sprinkle that all the way over. Ready for the grill. Out to the barbecue. Last step. Let's go. This barbecue is piping hot now. Absolutely perfect for what we want. Just want to throw them straight on there. Give them a bit of a press down. 1, 2. I'm only going to put 2 on for now. I'm going to save the rest for dinner. But we want to get them on there. Start to hear them sizzle. Woo-hoo-hoo. Now that is looking delicious. And there you have it. Stuffed squid. Let's cut her open and we'll see how we've gone. Oh wow, that squid feels tender. Yeah, look at that. Doesn't take anything to break it apart. It's not tough at all. That kiwi fruit really did the trick. Look at that. How good does that look, guys? It's always the first taste test though that really does the job. Bon appetit.